we talk would probably be the number. In Arkansas, they're trying to stay hot. And who's going to get to Hoover and who will be left out? That battle being decided this weekend as well. Every series, by the way, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, as the SEC tournament begins on Tuesday next week. So we will know by Saturday who's in, who's out.
I went and caught the Hogs and the Creighton Blue Jays in a Tuesday game this week up at TD Ameritrade. Benintendi hit his 17th home run. He can't hit home runs at TD Ameritrade. At least he can.
Chinea behind 0-2. 368 hitter with 9 homers. That one's off the plates. Home runs really in the last couple of weeks have jumped across the country. We were at about 39% increase, but now we're up to 41% in just 1 week from a year ago. Which is nice to see. Sykes Orvis had a big week. Sykes of Ole Miss first basemen had back-to-back multiple home run games and 3 multiple home run games in his last 5 contests. Had 8 RBI last night.
He's up to 14 on the year.
Speaking of home runs, there is no chance this ballpark will keep that around. It is in the palm trees. Chinea. Wow, that's number 10.
Now it's flying tonight, but that ball's going to go out any night. This ball is hammered. Chinea has the best raw power maybe on the field. He and Martin both. Bottom half, though. Bottom half goes and gets it. Watch where this thing, that's the bullpen. It waved right over the top of the bullpen. Goes about 15, 20 feet into the concourse, and with one swing, Chinea ties it up.
His 4th home run in his last 7 conference games. Doesn't get any easier right now for Winecoop as Chinea will step in. The last time he saw a Winecoop pitch, he hit it into the palm trees in left center. Chinea pushes his average up to 371 with that home run. Oh, went to the right side, base hit. Hale will come around second, and he will hold up briefly, but Caldwell bobbled the baseball, and that will allow Hale to get to third, so first and third now. All the little things.
How about Chinea, too, the second half of the season? Hale, watch him when he goes around second base. He's going to freeze right there, kind of takes his eyes off the right fielder, looking at Will Davis, the third base coach. That right arm gets going for Davis, and that one's one that's not going to happen very often out in right field. It'll be an error on Caldwell that advances Hale to third base, and that's a big, big spot right there. Double play still in earlier, but this is why you got to look forward or look out for up and down in this LSU lineup. Chinea hammered this ball. Watch that poor lady. She thought standing right in the middle of the concourse, there's no way anybody can hit it this far, but Chinea did his first at bat, solo home run, tied it at that time at 1.
Talk about a guy that got his lower body involved in that swing. My goodness.
See him go down and get it with that lower half. Everything stayed through the ball.
One and 0 to Chinea.
You know, it's one of the things last week we were talking about with Rhett Wiseman, using that lower half on the pitch, especially down in the zone. Look at where Chinea goes to get that. That ball went about 400 feet to left center field. But that entire lower half got all the way through it, just gave it even more juice.
That right knee was 2 inches above the dirt.
Yeah, it was like his right knee was punching it.
2-0 on Chinea. That one is to right field off the wall. And another RBI for Chinea. He will wind up at second. How about his start to this series? A homer, a single, and a double, and 2 runs batted in.
And he has barreled all 3 of them up. First at bat goes deep to left center for a solo home run. The next 2 times he's used right field. Second at bat, single to right. Watch him pull the hands in and barrel this one up. I mean, that's middle plate. But it is smoked. Short path to it, then he extends through it after he gets to it. Another RBI for Chinea, another run for LSU.
6. Look at our game summary, and 8 runs combined in the 6th and 7th innings, and it was really that 7th inning, KP, that just kind of blows the mind when you think about it. That's just so unexpected from an LSU team that, you know, coming into this week, there was talk about who's going to be our closers. We're in this weekend series. It's going to be closer by committee from the rest of the way out, but 5 walks. Chris Chinea and company tied at 6 with South Carolina as we continue on here in the 7th. He's had a big night and takes us right to who is playing with style. Brought to you by Belk. I mean,
style there.
He's one away from a cycle. He needs a triple.
And do that too. Home run in the first at bat, single in the second, and this one. This ball's just tomahawked down the right field line. 3 for 3. Couple RBIs for Chinea on the night. Now a spot to add to it right here. First and third, nobody out. Andy Canizero, the first-year hitting coach for this LSU team, who's done such a great job. You come in first-year hitting coach, and your club's essentially leading the country in average, which at this point they might actually, based on what they've done here. But tops in the SEC, second in the nation in batting average. But Chinea will have to face a new arm. Reed Scott out there, the right-hander for South Carolina, who's been pretty good out of this bullpen. On for the 21st time, 47 2/3, 34 strikeouts. The key right now for Chinea. The look is different than he's seen tonight. You're going to see a slider from Scott at some point during this at bat, unless Chinea swings at a first pitch fastball. You just get the feeling Chinea's going to hit something hard again.
Scott, 6'1", 185-pounder, sophomore out of Marietta, Georgia. First and third, nobody out. Off the plate, 81 miles an hour. Look at that, 4 home runs in his last 5 SEC games. This is a guy that got hit right in the jaw about a month ago in a series at Tennessee. Popped him up. For 1-1 the count. It's amazing. We saw him right after he got hit that next weekend, after he got hit in the chin against Tennessee, and it was almost like he was swinging even more aggressively.
Yeah, you're right.
Martin in trouble. Did he make it? Oh, yeah, he did. What a grab by the senior first baseman.
Circle that one right there. Because you get Chinea to walk back to that dugout, no run score, and still keep the double play in order. That's a huge play right there by Kyle Martin. We're talking about the offense plenty, but this one, this could end up being a game changer right here. What a play. That's a senior being pretty comfortable at home right there. Knows the environment, knows right where he's at in that spot. Big, big out right there.
So now Fraley. He looks at a first pitch strike.
He knows he's going to wear it right about there, but his eyes on the ball the entire time.